Today we're going to learn little bit about the Texas missions. Remember how Spain claimed Texas and then France claimed Texas? And Spain got really worried about that because they didn't want other countries taking over their land. Well, to solve that problem, they decided to build missions. And a mission was just a place where they sent people from Spain to live so that if another country came and tried to claim it, then the people who lived at the mission could say, "Hold up, we already claimed this land. This belongs to Spain." Who lived in the missions? Well, there were priests, soldiers, Native Americans, and settlers or farmers from Spain and Mexico. Why did they go to the missions? Well, the priests came to the missions from Spain to tell about Christ so that the Native Americans would know about their religion. The soldiers came to protect Texas from other countries. The settlers came to farm new land. And the Native Americans came to the missions to learn about Christ, or also they could come for protection from other tribes and to get food. What did they do on the missions? Well, the settlers farmed. And the soldiers patrolled and protected the mission from any kind of threat. And they also spent a lot of time chasing down Native Americans who ran away. The priests were in charge of the church, and the Native Americans were supposed to learn new trades, like they learned how to make candles or horseshoes, any kind of any kind of job like weaving, making materials, sewing. They learned different jobs and they worked to make money for the missions. Now, that was the part that caused the Native Americans to run away. They had to go to church a lot. Everyone had to go to church a lot that lived in the mission. And sometimes they didn't like going to church that much all the time. And with all their free time, they had to work, and then they didn't get any of the money for it. They just got to live at the missions, and they didn't think that was very, very often. So a lot of times they would try to run away. What happened to the missions? Well, some of them were burned down by native tribes, but most were just abandoned by Spain when Spain ran out of money. It cost a lot to build all of those missions, and the missions didn't make very much money from the Native Americans' work. But towns did grow up around the missions, and often forts, which in Spanish are called presidios, and those were built nearby. And a lot of towns that we have in Texas today really began with missions there. Right, tomorrow we're going to get to see some of the missions that still exist in Texas and learn a little more about them. That's all for today.